Sorry to ask the same, but tell me about what you're wearing.
I am wearing the Made by Guess Invisible Children t-shirt. Guess was kind enough to make a tank top that 100% of the proceeds go to Invisible Children. Guess even took on the cost of making the t-shirt, which, as you know, most companies don't do when they do a charity t-shirt, and they actually harvested the cotton from Uganda, so they incurred a little bit more cost, but it's all a donation, and hopefully Invisible Children will really get the word out with this.
And can you talk a bit about what Invisible Children does?
Invisible Children was created by 3 guys from San Diego who went to Uganda, or the Congo area in Central Africa more specifically, to look for a documentary, and they found these children who night commute because of this 20-long-year war in Africa. Basically, there's a constant threat of being stolen from your home at night and forced to fight as a child soldier, and there's not two sides to it. It's one terrorist named Joseph Kony who lives in the bush and abducts these kids, and there's just no reason for it. And I think we as youthful Americans need to really pound on the doors of Washington and say, we have to do something about this because innocent people are really being victimized for no reason.
How do you get people to care, to be interested?
It's hard to get people to care because I can understand how people, when they see a cause, they get nervous, they don't know how to react, or they feel guilty and then shut down. I think the great thing about Invisible Children is they're all young people, and the videos they make aren't, look at this sad looking child, can't you give us money? The videos are showing the happy kids and saying, isn't this how it should be? And these kids don't feel safe. Here's what we can do to help. And they really ask more for your time and your ideas than they do your money, which is the great thing about having this t-shirt made and having the profits go to Invisible Children, because then we're not asking the public for money. You're asking, sorry, what a long soundbite, Jesus. You can edit that, right?
And can you talk about some of the stuff you've done for this charity? Because I know you've done a lot already.
I have been involved with Invisible Children from almost the beginning, I guess about a year and a half after it got started. I was working on Veronica Mars in San Diego and met a lot of people involved with the organization, and basically have tried to do whatever I can, talk about it, wear the bracelets. They have a wonderful bracelet campaign where you buy a bracelet and you get a 10-minute documentary about the child that the bracelet is named after. So it's sort of connecting the dots and personalizing it a little bit. I've campaigned in Washington a few times and met with congressmen and senators that are pushing for a bill to get America involved to help keep these kids safe.
Last question, we're here for guests. So do you remember the first thing you bought that was Guess? Like jeans or...
Oh, wow. I did have Guess jeans. I definitely had. Well, everyone had them. But I just remember seeing the ads and how sexy they were, and the big Bridget Bardot hair, and going, oh my goodness, it was so risque.
Thanks so much.
Sure.